What's up there, guys? We're coming at you with another upload here. I'm going to be reviewing yet again another BD Diesel product. This is the Throttle Sensitivity Booster that I go on and on and on about. I really do enjoy this product, and I would like to do a bit of a review today. So that's today's video, and gonna need that. We're gonna go for a bit of a drive. So with a BD Diesel Throttle Sensitivity Booster, it's a fairly simple process. The install is about 10 to 15 minutes. I can show you guys how to do that in another video. I won't be doing that today. It's a very simple install. It takes about 15 minutes, and there's a nice little push button to control it. Now, I know a lot of guys don't like things like this, like pedal commander or the throttle sensitivity booster, stuff like that. There's a lot of naysayers out there, but I'm not one of them. I do thoroughly enjoy this product. It is currently turned on, so I mean, I guess that shows enough right there. With how much I like the product. I do use it on a regular basis. Now I'm going to go through a couple of the settings on here before I show you about it. So the first setting, there's off. Okay, so you can turn it completely off, so that means you will get no extra throttle response, so just the same as it would be from the factory. And then you press the push button one time, and that is a 50% throttle increase. You push it a second time, and that is a 75% throttle increase, and you push it a third time, and that is a 100% throttle increase. Now, I know what most of you might be thinking here is, well, why don't you just press the throttle a little harder? Well, that's, you could, but there's so much untapped potential if you just push the throttle harder. If you use the Throttle Sensitivity Booster, it gives you 25% more throttle increase the first press, right? So if you put your foot to the floor, that's 125% throttle input. And I'm sure you guys can do the math at the 50%, the 75%, and the 100%. It gives you that extra, it gives you extra pedal, so to speak, which does come in very handy. Now I find leaving it stock, that's totally fine. You know, if you want to leave it stock, fly at her. But I do use it on a fairly regular basis. The first setting, the 50% throttle increase, I use that for daily driving, just driving around town, stuff like that, when I need to be out and about. Right now it is on the 50% throttle increase. It does take a little getting used to, I will admit that. it does make things a lot more sensitive. Driving around town, I do like to use the 50%. It kind of just kills a little bit of the turbo lag. It feels like it spools a little quicker, as you would think it would, because you're getting that much more throttle response out of it. But that's the perfect go-to for driving around town, getting in and out of traffic and certain situations like that. Now the 75% throttle increase, I really like that for highway driving. You get a little bit more get up and go. I really enjoy that one for highway cruising. It's pretty self-explanatory. It just makes getting up to highway speeds a little more effortless, and when you do need to punch it, you've got it right there ready to go. The 100% throttle increase, what I really like that for is passing. Because when I'm in town, just one click for a little extra throttle response. When I get to the highway, I click it again just to get up to speed a little bit quicker. I mean, my truck has more than enough power. I'm in a 2018 Ford F350 Power Stroke, deleted with proven diesel tunes. And I mean, I've got all the power in the world in this truck. But it really does help when you're on the highway. I really like it because then once I'm in the second one, I don't gotta fuck around and start clicking it a bunch of times to get to the third power setting, which is the 100% throttle. I just click it one more time, I'm at 100% throttle. That gives you 200% extra throttle once you've put your foot to the floor. So it really is quite a bit extra. I like it a lot, and when it comes to passing, just one more time, click it, and you're gone. You're flying. So I really do like it for that. There are two more settings I haven't mentioned yet, which are the Valet mode and ludicrous mode. Valet mode, essentially, it limits your truck to 50% throttle. That way, if you drop your truck off somewhere, you drop it at the shop, you drop it to get valeted if you go to a fancy restaurant, something like that, the person that's moving your truck for you or pulling it into the shop or whatever, they physically cannot rat bag your truck. They can't abuse your personal belongings, which is a huge bonus. I really like that setting. Paired with Ford's Valet system, so they can't mess with any of your settings, that really makes it nice as well. It really gives you a sense of security. I really like that. Now the 400% ludicrous mode, that's for playing around. That's definitely if you want to fuck around. I have used it a few times, and the throttle response is crazy. So you get your regular 100% throttle response, right? And the 400 on top of that. So you're getting 500% over and above what you would normally have. I mean, that's completely wild. At that point, you're pushing your foot right through the floor into the fucking pavement. I mean, that's some get up and go. It really does improve your off-the-line response. So if you like to be first, you don't want to be last, because if you ain't first, you're last, right? That definitely, it definitely increases your off-the-line response. I really, really do enjoy the throttle sensitivity booster, guys. I'm not just pushing sales for BD. I had it in my 2016 F250, and now I have it in my 2018 F350. So that in itself really shows how much I do truly enjoy this product. It's very easy to install. It takes less than 15 minutes, and it makes a world of difference in your driving experience. Now we're going to go ahead. I'm in the first setting right now. I'm going to take my GoPro out of its holster here, and I'm hoping you guys get the audio here. I'd be really disappointed if the audio isn't coming through. I have my heat turned off and everything, just trying to get the best crisp audio that I possibly can, because you are in the case. I have it open, so hopefully that allows a little bit more through. I'm going to pull you out. Can you even see my dash? I'm not sure. There we go. All right, so we're on the first setting, the 50%. I'm going to put it down to factory. And that's about a quarter way pressed right there of the factory pedal settings. And I'm just in town right now, so I'm going to go ahead and put it on the second setting, the first setting, and I'm going to press the pedal down another. I'm going to put it down a quarter now. Foot's off the throttle to a quarter. And you see how much more it gets up and goes. It really is a phenomenal product. I like it quite a bit. It sets you in the seat quite a bit. And honestly, to be 100% honest, I don't really like driving vehicles without it. It just feels like they're so laggy and they've got no pep, they've got no life to them. This really wakes up every and any vehicle. It is both compatible with gasoline and diesel vehicles. You'll have to go on BD's website to see exact which vehicles are supported. Now I am going 80. I'm going to be going out onto the highway here in just a minute. I'll be on the highway and we'll be going up to, there'll be another speed increase here on the highway, so we'll wait till we get there. And I'll keep it at 80 kilometers per hour approximately, and we'll put it down a quarter to see exactly how much this gives me on the highway. Alright, so we got to the 100 kilometer an hour zone now. I'll get down to 80 kilometers an hour and I'll put it down to a quarter. That's about a quarter throttle right there. That was maybe 2-3 seconds and I'm already 30 kilometers over the speed limit. So I mean, this really is a great product. It makes the throttle responsive just so much better. It makes it very touchy. Now I'm going to put it to 100% over and see how fast we can accelerate. So now this is the third setting. Quarter throttle. And just like that, we're at 150 kilometers an hour. So you can imagine the potential this has when it comes time to pass somebody or an emergency event where you need that extra throttle input. I really do enjoy it. It makes the driving experience much, much better. Alright, I'm in valet mode, so it's restricting it by 50%. I have my foot to the floor right now. And I'm barely increasing whatsoever. So the valet mode works wonders. You physically cannot rat bag a vehicle or abuse it if you have it in valet mode. Maybe it's good for some of your wives. You never know. And you hold it for another few seconds. I believe it's 5 seconds while it's in valet mode to kill it. Alright, now I'm back to the factory settings. I'm going to go ahead and find some place where we can do some fucking around. And I'm going to put it into ludicrous mode to see exactly what we get with that. It is definitely wild. Alright guys, I am now pulled over, not by a cop or anything. I'm now pulled over just before some backcountry area. And I'm going to go ahead and turn on the ludicrous mode and put you guys outside so you can get some of the sound, get some of the feel, get some of the taste of what's going to be going on here. And we're going to do a little fucking around. Put it into ludicrous mode. You see my controller here. It's been in the third setting the past little while because I was on the highway. Now, it's at factory. First, 50%, 75, 100. Press and hold. You'll see valet mode come up. That's valet mode, just 3 solid. And now that it's flashing, just a little touch of the pedal. So we are on ludicrous mode right now. I'm sure, as you guys can see, the 400, I had a little bit of fun with the ludicrous mode there, both coming up into the backcountry and when I was doing donuts there. It is quite a bit of fun. I will give you a warning though, the push button does like to stick. Not often, but sometimes it can stick. Not often, but it can stick, and sometimes when it sticks, it'll send you right to the ludicrous mode, so you do have to be careful and pay attention to what you're doing with it. Now, one really good thing is if your truck shuts off, if you shut your truck off, you're in ludicrous mode. When you fire it back up, it should not be in ludicrous mode. If there is, you've got something wrong. I've never had this issue. I've never had it stay on ludicrous mode between key cycles. But if you do, then you've got something wrong, and I'm sure warranty will cover it, as I do know BD has a very good warranty. So just take warning that sometimes the button can stick, and you've got to be careful with it, and ludicrous mode can get you by surprise if you have it on there and forget about it. So just be cautious when you're using it. Anyways, guys, that is my review on the BD Diesel Throttle Sensitivity Booster, my Ricky Bobby button, because if you ain't first, you're last. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and when you get one of these, don't forget to throttle out. Whenever you're in doubt, you gotta throttle out. I'll put that little blooper in there where I almost got stuck. You throttle out, and you're just fine every time. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I highly recommend the BD Diesel Throttle Sensitivity Booster. I know a lot of guys would say, well, just get your tuner to increase your throttle input through the tunes, but you don't have any options that way. You can't decrease or increase it or change it on the fly as you please. So that is just one of the reasons why I don't go through tuning to increase my throttle response. I like to be able to change it as I need it. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll check out.